it's Deb from Deb's Days. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and today we're making a do-it-yourself ironing board. Before I get started, I publish new content frequently, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out the blog at debsdays.com. You'll find an entire section dedicated to free sewing and crafting projects and links to even more sewing and crafting tutorials. Alright, let's get this project started. You'll need one piece of 100% cotton fabric. You'll need 2 pieces of 100% cotton batting, and you'll need staples. You'll want the staples to be long enough to go through the fabric and the batting, and still long enough to hold tightly in the wood, but you don't want them so long that they're going to go all the way through the wood. Make sure your staples are an appropriate length. And let's talk about the board. You may have seen me using my big ironing board in past tutorials. That's the one that's 24 inches by 48 inches. I made that one out of plywood. Now on this board, I don't have any plywood. I found a piece of particle board measuring 20 inches by 24 inches. Now it's up to you how big or how small you want your ironing board. While the big plywood ironing board of mine works great, for a smaller project, the particle board works just as well. To get the measurements for your batting and for your fabric, you'll want to measure your board first, and then add 6 inches. So my board is 20 inches by 24 inches, so I cut my fabric and my batting 26 inches by 30 inches. On debsdays.com, you can find the supply list and these measurements for my size board and for my large plywood board as well. I've added a link in the description below the video, but feel free to use your own board size and your own measurements. First, place your cotton fabric with the right side facing down, the wrong side facing up. Place both pieces of cotton batting on top of that. And on top of that, center your board. Starting on one side, pull your fabric and batting on top of the board. And then use your staple gun to staple it every few inches. We're going to start in the center for our first staple, and then we're going to work our way to the outside. Now, if you don't have a staple gun and you'd like to use hot glue, you could try that, but I can't guarantee the strength of the bond. Now flip your board around. Now we need to pull this next side nice and tight. And then use your staple gun to staple it every few inches. Now we're going to flip it around and do the sides. You're going to find if we just fold it up and try and staple it, we're going to have a lot of batting in those corners. So we need to cut some of that out. And then do that with the other side as well. Now you'll see we don't have a whole bunch of batting there. And staple it down. Now on the corners, we could make a nice, easy, pretty pleat. But you know what? This is underneath and it really doesn't matter. So I just gather the extra fabric, fold it a little bit neatly, and pull it up to the corner. And staple it down. Now on to the next side. Go ahead and cut out that extra batting. Pull the fabric side up. Staple it down, and again work on those corners. And just like that, it really is that fast to make your own ironing board in any size you'd like. If you'd like to see more projects like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stop by the blog at debsdays.com. You'll find free patterns, supply lists, and links to even more sewing and crafting tutorials. See you next week with another project.